Today we got some planetary alignment questions for the globe. And I don't want to waste no time. So let's hop right into it. Now, we have something very special coming up, people. On February 28th. This February coming up, February 28th, there will be a very rare alignment, a great alignment, and you will be able to look up and see the 7 planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. It's going to be Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, the moon, and let me see. Yes, Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars is going to be 7 that we see. All right, so we're going to be seeing 7 planets in alignment February 28th. And one thing that I want to point out about these 7 planets in alignment, what's going to make it so special, you're going to be able to look up in the sky and see all 7 of the planets in a straight line. And I'll give you a little idea real quick of what we gonna look up and see. So this is kind of an idea of what we're gonna look up and see, but it'll be all 7 of those planets I named in an alignment. That'll be February 28th. Why is it important? What questions do I have for the globe? And I'm not here to debate. I'm here to just ask questions. I don't have answers right now. I got questions. Now, here is a Hindu conception of the cosmos. I want to explain to you the ancient understanding of our universe real briefly. And then I want to show you how it makes sense based upon the ancient understanding of our universe. Right? And how I have questions for the globe model when it comes to how this would work. No debate, just questions. So check it out. For the ancient conception, right? Here's a Hindu model of the universe. You can see right here where my mouse is at, this is the earth plane. So this is the earth plane according to the ancestors. And you can see right above the earth, you have all of the wandering stars. Now, this is how we see the wandering stars above the earth. But that don't mean what we see can be true. I'm just saying the ancients were making a view of their reality the way that they experienced it. All right? So, if you have 7 what they call wandering stars, and they didn't consider Earth a planet, but they had 7 wandering stars orbiting above the earth around the North Pole. And if you have 7 planetary bodies orbiting above the earth in circular paths, let's say on different plane levels, right? Then what we got to realize is that when you are looking at a circle from an angle, and you're looking at it above your head in an angle. So picture yourself standing on the earth plane down here and looking at the orbital path of the stars above you. If they are making perfect circles, which the Bible states and which the ancestors stated, I'm not saying either one is wrong as far as which model, I'm just sharing what I know. If these bodies are making perfect circles above our heads, which is the concept of a halo, right? When they have a star circling around your head, you see that all the time in cartoons, stuff like that. That's neither here nor there. But if that's true, we wouldn't actually see that planetary body make a perfect circle, even though it is making one. Because if you're standing anywhere on Earth, you're always looking at these orbital paths from an angle around the North Pole. So anytime you have a perfect circle above your head and you looking up at that perfect circle from an angle, it becomes skewed. It appears to you like that thing is an elliptical shape, if you know what I mean. So let me just give you an example what I mean. This, let's say that's a perfect circle, right? This perfect circle becomes like that when you start viewing it from an angle. So, for example, let's say if you're on a flat plane, let's draw a flat plane. Let's say that's the circle of the earth right there. And let's say you're looking up at a celestial object above you, make a orbitable path above the plane, right? You would not see this. You won't see this. You'll see this. This is what you would see. Even though it's making a perfect circle above you, a perfect circular orbit from your position around the North Pole, no matter where you are, you would see something like this. This is what you would actually observe. Now, why am I pointing that out, though? Why am I pointing that out? They tell us that the planets are moving in elliptical orbits. And an elliptical orbit is basically what I just showed you. Let me go to this. The shape of an ellipse sphere or an elliptical orbit is a skewed circle. Basically, the planets are making perfect circles, but from our perspective on the Earth, you see what happens, they become elliptical, but that's just to our perspective. But something I want to point out, I'm working my way to the questions and where I want to go here. Now, this is what we would expect on a flat Earth, right? And I just showed you how on a board. And I'm finna work my way up to what's happening here, February 28th. So on February, I just showed you what the ancients said about the stars. Now, based on what I just said, let's go back to this Hindu model. Let me clean my board just real quick, because I'm going to have to come back to it. So real quick, let's clean the board. All right. So check this out. I just showed you how that works on a flat Earth, right? How the planets above us, even though the ancient accounts and the biblical accounts talked about circles, we perceive them as elliptical circles from our perspective. This is what the globe teaches, but I'm showing you why we observe them that way on a flat Earth. So, but peep game, what's going to happen on February 28th. Let's go to this Hindu cosmos. So on February 28th, when you're standing, let's just act like, even though you're not a flat earther, you who listening to me mad right now, we know you're not a flat earther, okay? But can you just see what I'm trying to show you here for a minute so you can actually respond accordingly? So let's say you're standing on this flat earth, the circle of the earth, according to the Hindu, right here. We're standing on the earth. On February 28th, all of these heavenly bodies that you see on this Hindu conception of the universe, right? They will all be in a straight line like this right here. Now, let's just say the Hindu was right about the shape of the earth and that it's flat. We just for scenario purposes. We're on a flat plane, and the seven wandering stars above us are actually doing what we see them doing with our eyes, and everything is what it is, and how we observe it. Now, if that was true, then of course the ancient people would have been right about the shape of the earth and what they thought the stars was doing. Now, you can laugh at the ancient people for thinking that they were on a flat earth and for observing the stars this way. But before you laugh, we know that the ancient people were very smart. So let's just give them a shot. Let's give it a chance to see why they entertained it. It was very simple to the ancestors because they were saying, we're standing on a flat plane down here. And every now and then, all of these planets catch up with each other. All of these planets, like a vinyl record with a needle on different grooves. Let's just say that these different needles all align. So you got 7 grooves, 7 needles playing on each groove. And the grooves ain't in alignment. Some are ahead of the other ones, some are behind. But every now and then, all of these needles are in a straight line. Okay, you can look at it that way. And so the earth is like a series of rings, different. Each ring is a different world, but I'm not going to get into that. But you could think of it like a vinyl record. Now, all of these wandering stars, all 7 of them above the earth, according to the Hindu, they're circling above our head like a halo. And every now and then, they all line up. And we're able to look up above a flat earth and just see them in a line. Now, this is how this would work, guys. Okay? On a flat earth model, it's very simple. I'm not saying that that is right. I'm saying this is what the Hindu was saying. Now, listen, me personally, I agree with the Hindu. And I think this is right, but it ain't about me and what I think. I have questions for you guys today, all right? So I think that Occam's razor is always, the simplest answer. So I'm going to explain it according to the Hindu first, and then I want to share with you the problems I have with it with the globe. So according to the Hindu, we're simply on a flat plane, and we're looking up at each of the 7 wandering stars on different altitudes in its own orbitable path. And every now and then they align, just like I said, and we're able to go outside, and this alignment will swing its way around. They will maintain that alignment. And by the time it make it to the people on the other side of the world, they will be able to see the alignment. But, it'll be at different times, of course, because the sun and moon are still, doing their thing. Now, keep this in mind. Everyone going to be able to see this when it swings itself around, to everyone. No problem with that. But the problem that I do have is we got to go and take a look at our solar system real quick, which I'll show you here. Let's get a quick picture of the solar system. So here's the problem I have with the globe. And like I said, this ain't a debate. It's just me pointing out something that I'm wondering about. And I just want to know if when I open the call lines, will anyone come answer it? So let's go ahead and pull up a legitimate solar system. And we would preferably want all of the planets in alignment. So can we find a solar system with the planets lined up? Sure we can. Just bear with me. Sure we can. How about some good old elevator music? Solar system. All right, this'll do. This'll do. Now, everyone know which planet we are. We're the 3rd rock from the sun. Everybody know that. We the 3rd rock from the sun. Now, here is a solar system model. And from the sun, if you count 3 planets, 1, 2, 3, there go our blue marble. Now, this is what's going to happen February 28th. You're going to see all of the planets in the solar system in alignment, at least the 7 that I just named. The question is, if Earth is a planet, why isn't Earth in this alignment? Why isn't Earth in this alignment? Now think about this. when you go outside on February 28th, you're going to look up at a planetary alignment with Mercury, Venus, Uranus, Mars, Jupiter, Neptune, and Saturn right in front of your eyes in a straight line. And you're not going to ask yourself, why isn't Earth in between Mercury and Venus? You got to ask yourself, how come in every great alignment, Earth ain't never there? It's always Mercury, Venus, Uranus, Mars, Jupiter, Neptune, and Saturn. Why Earth is never in its, just think about what I'm saying. According to the solar system model, Earth is in between Venus and Mars, which means this kind of alignment on a globe Earth, it means that if you're on the left side of the globe, according to this picture, you would only be able to see Venus and Mercury in your alignment. And now the people on the other side of the globe, they would be able to see the other 5 planets. Earth should be in the middle of this alignment, and Earth should be splitting Venus and Mars. And because of that, no one on this globe should be able to go outside and just look up and see this, people. Just think about it. Now, according to the Vedics, it's simply we on a flat Earth, and the 7 wandering stars are above us doing what they do. Every now and then they catch up to each other, and we have an alignment. Boom, simple. You see there? It's so simple with the ancient way. And it's possible that this way you can go outside and just look up and see that alignment. And guess what? On a flat Earth, Earth would never be in this alignment, because according to this cosmology, Earth ain't a planet. Earth is just a plane that we go out and walk out on and look up at all of the heavens and the planets. You see? So the question, one of the questions I got for the globalists is, why the world is Earth never present in its proper spot in between Mercury and Venus during these great alignments? Now, here's what I think, what kind of answer I may get. They're going to say, Sanchez, here is Earth, and it is part of that alignment, Sanchez, but here go the other planets right here, Sanchez. Now let's put, they got to be in a line. I'm tripping. I'm thinking regular solar system. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There goes 7 planets. Here go Earth. Now that's what they got to say. They got to say, hey, Sanchez, we on a globe Earth, and every now and then in our solar system, all of the planets align and they go above the Earth. Think about what I'm showing you here. Let's go here. This is how this would look on a globe Earth, people. Just look at it. If you're on a globe Earth and you able to look up at all of the 7 planets in the solar system, excluding the Earth. Think about, now that's a red flag. Every time these great alignments happen, it's never the Earth in the alignment. And according to the Hindu, the reason the Earth is never in this alignment is because you're on the Earth, and the Earth ain't what they telling you. It's not a ball like the other balls that you see in the sky. According to the Hindu here, the Earth is a plane, and the heavens and all that are just lights for timekeeping, for travel and all that, just like the Bible calls it and says it, that for signs and wonders, as the Bible say. And so I have questions for globe earthers, and you can see that I'm not in a bad spirit. I'm not name calling. I'm not cursing, using profanity. So if I give respect in my mind, I should get respect. Nobody should come calling any kind of names or insults. Should just be politely answering questions. I'm being very, very nice right now. And I'm being very mature and respectful. So I only have just questions. And these question here is, every time we see an alignment take place, if we're on a globe Earth, then that is a very rare occurrence. You got to think about what this means for the globe. For the globe, what this means is that not only is all of the planets aligned for the globe model, but they got to lift up too. They got to lift up for you to be able to see every last, because if they don't lift up, then just think about it. If they don't lift up, like what I'm saying, then people on the left side of the globe, according to this image, would only see Mercury and Venus and the sun. And the people on the right side, they would see the other 5 planets, right? With the moon, I'm guessing. But you get my point. They can't be on the same height level, altitude level, because now they're going to block each other from Earth being a third rock from the sun, unless they saying, well, listen, Earth isn't part of this alignment. Because another way that this can play out right here, instead of everything being above the Earth, everything can simply be in front of the Earth, and I'll show you what that looked like. So let's say that's Earth. Then you will have then it'll be more like in front of the Earth, like in front of your eyes, like that. But that'll be a rare combination too when you think about it. Look at their model. That mean, according for that to work, all of the planets will have to go ahead of Earth now. Or it can work in reverse if the Earth leave all the, think of this like a racetrack. All right, that's what you got to do, man. Simplify this. Think of this solar system like a racetrack. In order for me to see every racer in front of me, they got to run ahead of me. Or either I got to run ahead of them and look backwards. Are we checking? And the only way that I can see every racer in front of me or behind me all at one time is I get ahead of them or they get ahead of me. Other than that, if me and all of these racers are at the starting point in alignment like what we see here, I would never be able to see every racer. You know why? I'm one of the racers, man. When I look to my right, I'm going to see the man next to me. That's it. If we're in a straight line sequence perfectly, like line dancers, like we see here, that's what make it what? A great alignment. This is the creator's beauty. Whether it works on a globe or the flat earth, long as it works, it shows that the creator is awesome. It shows that there's an intelligence behind creator because we see perfect math playing out in reality. So for either model, if the globe is true and the flat earth is wrong, then the creator is still great no matter what. And that's a whole nother debate. But the point that I'm making is it's because we see these perfect mathematical events playing out. And I think, to me, that's the creator saying, hey, I'm real, I'm intelligent, you know, there's something greater than you controlling this thing. Now, check me out. Let's get back on track with my questions for the globe with this. We're looking at this like a racetrack. If you got racers that get ahead of the earth, we can see them all. Or if the earth get ahead of them, we can look back and see them all. I'm being redundant. But the only other way that can happen is if we lift the racers up off the ground. And now that'll be like my original example, which I'm going to go back and show you what I mean. If we lift the racers off the ground, now we can look up and we can see them all. So you got to lift them up. We ain't going to even flirt with the option of bringing them down, but we know that's an option. But you get my point. You got to create the right angle for me to be able to see all of these things, and I'm a participant on the track. In this case, if I'm a participant on the track, I'm Earth. And I just gave you all of the scenarios that Earth will be able to see every other racer on a track that is racing against. And I don't want to be too redundant. All right, we get the point now that in order on a globe Earth for this to make sense, I just gave you all your options what'll have to happen. On a flat Earth, it's very simple. You just walk outside on a flat Earth and all of the stars, let me see, on a flat Earth, this is very simple. It's very simple on a flat Earth, because on a flat Earth, there's 7 wandering stars above us and the Earth ain't one of them. So if somebody say to the globe earther, why during these great alignments when all the planets line up, Earth ain't never in the alignment, but it's a planet? If the globalist saying Earth is a planet, how come during every great alignment, the Earth ain't a part of it? Now they can say, well, Earth just ain't part of the alignment. Well, where is Earth's position during the alignment? And then we're gonna have to play the game that I just played on the board. Once I ask the globalist, okay, if Earth not a part of the alignment, where is Earth's position? And if the globalists say, well, Earth is a part of the alignment, I'm going to say, why isn't it in between Mercury and Venus then? Earth is the third rock from the sun. How can it be a part of the alignment and not a part of it at the same time? So if Earth is participating in the alignment, in order for Earth to see every other planet in the alignment at the same time, that would be impossible on a globe. The only way Earth would be able to see every other planet in this alignment at the same time in its sky is if we take Earth out of the alignment, like I've been showing you right here on my board, sir. There's no way Earth can be participating in this planetary alignment, but also see every planet in the alignment in its sky. It can't. Now, on the flat Earth model, it makes sense because we're saying Earth is not one of these. And that's why you will never see Earth participating in what the stars do. And let me show you what the Hindus say. The Hindus showing you that the earth is a circle, like the Bible say, that the throne of God sits above. And the heavens above the earth with all of the planets making their perfect circular paths, which appears to us like elliptical orbits. Every now and then on this flat earth, these things line up and we can go outside and look at the alignment. See how simple that is? That's very simple. Every now and then they line up and you can go outside and see the alignment and say, whoa, look at that. And guess what you will never, ever see? Earth will never be in that alignment because you're on Earth and Earth is not what you're looking up at. Earth is what you're standing on. So if Earth is a part of this alignment, if the globalist is going to make that argument, you're going to have to show me, let's go back to your model, how Earth is a part of this alignment, but Earth can still see every other planet that's a part of this alignment in its sky at one time, and you don't got to turn your head to the east or the west. If Earth is a part of this alignment, which is a line, this thing got to make a straight line. And at the moment you got to move the Earth out of the alignment, then it ain't a planetary alignment that includes the Earth. You see what's going on? Because in order for a globalist to explain how the Earth can see every planet in the sky besides itself on February 28th, they got to take the Earth out of the planetary alignment. And I'm going to ask them, isn't Earth a planet? Why it ain't participating with its brothers and sisters? Everybody needs to show up for this doggone parade. What we talking about? Earth ain't never there. Earth ain't never there. And you got to ask yourself, what Earth should be right there out the Venus. It should be Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and we shouldn't even be able to see the rest of the stars in the alignment unless if you on this side of the Earth, you will have a 2-body planetary alignment. If you include the sun, that'll be 3. People on this side of the Earth will see Venus, Mercury, and the sun. People on this side of the Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, etc. That's how it will work. This is a planetary alignment based on the solar system model with the Earth as a participant. And the Earth has to be a part of this alignment. It's a planet in the solar system. And the moment they try to explain this, they're going to have to move the Earth like I did earlier on the board. That's the only way the Earth can see all of these planets on the globe, and they still wouldn't be visible to everybody. Because if you push all of these planets forward like racers on a racetrack that's leaving me in they smoke, then I can see all of them racers in front of me. And let's say it's 7 racers in front of me leaving me in they smoke. But all of those racers are tied together. They doing a tie. I would look in front of me, and you know what I would see? I would see this right here if I was on that racetrack. I would see myself getting left by all of these 7 racers, which would be Mercury, Venus, etc. Or on a solar system model, I can leave them and look back and all of them running in a tie together, but I'm winning. And that's another way we can see them all at one time. But with either way, if the racers are behind me, the people on this side of the globe, they will see nothing in their sky. You see what I'm saying? If you're on a globe Earth model, let's go to it. If I push all of these planets forward and leave the Earth behind, then only the people that's in the front part of the Earth right here will see the alignment, and the people in the back won't see nothing. And if the Earth move forward, then the people in the back of the Earth will see the alignment, and the people in the front of the Earth won't see nothing. So no matter how you try to twist and bend this on a globe model, I've tried and I couldn't make it work, but I'm humbled. I don't know everything. That's why I'm asking questions. That's why I got my link pinned to the chat room, you see, because I know how it work on a flat Earth, and it's just very simple on how it work on a flat Earth. Everybody talking about the final experiment. We have a planetary alignment coming up in February 28th that's so rare, it ain't going to happen again to 2040. And they doing all these distractions right now to keep y'all away from that energy, because the universe talking to us and it's giving you the answers. The Bible said, let he who have an eye see, let he who have ears hear, and all of that good stuff. Don't go with what the world doing. Of course, if you got the truth, a world of lies gonna mock you. They're gonna laugh at you. This is a test. Don't be like Judas. If you know something is true, stand on it and stand for it. Now, if somebody can come answer me to satisfaction with the globe model, I'll concede, and I'm an honest man. But I've laid the argument out, and now I want to hear some other people talk about it. And I want to say in the chat room right now, let me do a poll to see, did y'all understand my presentation, my argument? Let me, both sides, because you can't debate it if you don't understand it, and I can keep going over it long as y'all need me to for you to get it. If you understand my argument, we can go now to the questions and if you understand my question and what I'm asking, what I'm pointing out, if you understand that, right? Hey, I'm not worrying about the he say, she say, man. I need people in my chat room to be on what I'm on. I'm going to address all the clowns. I know cats is talking. I'll say this to you because I know people want me to respond to SETI. He ain't really worth my time. A dude that won't debate me is like this, bro. Drop a one in the chat room, man. Would you argue with a guy that won't fight you? Because I don't. If I see, man, you gonna keep arguing and you gonna keep talking crap about me and I'm gonna keep talking crap about you, then guess what? In my hood, they gonna say, bro, y'all been talking crap about each other for a long time. Y'all guys need to run the fade. I don't know about SETI's hood, but the way you do that in an intellectual spot, how I was raised, I noticed SETI got smoke for flat earth. I got smoke for the globe. I'm still willing to debate SETI anytime, any day. Won't y'all go over there and tell him that? I'm not running from him. He's running from me. I would love to debate SETI. I got so many questions. Tell SETI this. This will make it easy. Tell SETI it don't even got to be a debate. That way it'll be easier for him to accept it. Tell him I just want to talk to him and we going to just ask. It's a discussion. Right? If he don't like how debate sound, fine. Tell him we can change the energy. I'll agree to the terms. However he want to do it, I'll accommodate him. But men don't argue with men that are already offered a fade and they turned it down. I learned that coming up from the hood. So I told SETI, let's debate anytime, brother, anywhere. And he keep ducking me, but he keep talking about me. And where I'm from, he can keep talking, but he ain't offer me no fade. Everybody in the hood ought to know who's the coward and who's the real one. Because if me and this man arguing and the OGs say, man, y'all need to run a fade with all that talking. And I go to that man and I say, hey, bro, let's run a fade. And he don't run a fade with me, but he keep going around town talking. What am I supposed to do, man? I'm not going to keep arguing with a dude that turned the fade down, man. What am I going to do? See, he want to argue with me because I'm bigger than him. But he don't realize I'm bigger than you, bro, because I'm not a coward. He think that he's supposed to be bigger than me because I'm the dumb flat earther, he the globe earther. But people respect bravery, bro, and standing on something. They respect the idea that Sanchez will debate you right now, said it right now. Anytime I'll wake up out the bed and do it, I'll never turn that fade down. But you will not offer me a fade or accept my fade, but you're going to keep talking crap about me. Like that is, and you call yourself a general, bro. Let me move on to my callers, bro. Like, I don't know what to do with that, man. I'm offering the fade. I want to fight. If he got that much mouth, I'm saying, bro, let's run the intellectual fade. I ain't scared. And think about this. I'm not talking about SETI. His big mouth getting him in trouble. Come on now. I wasn't checking on that, bro. Now, when you go and talking crap about somebody in the streets and that person say, okay, bro, let's run a fade, you should be able to run that fade. I don't know how y'all let these guys be cowards on the internet, but you play these rules in the street and you want to know why the internet's so watered down. Because how y'all gonna want real ones on the internet when y'all don't enforce this stuff? I can't do it by myself. Like, I'm not running from that man. I want to fight that man. I want to debate that man. Why don't he got that energy about me? If I thought somebody was that dumb, like I'm thinking about Billy Carson, right? Don't you know I'll wake up out my sleep to debate Billy Carson? Why? I ran my mouth about that man too much. If Billy Carson offer me a debate and I turn it down, don't you know all of my people will unsub for me? Because they'll say, damn, Sanchez, you made so many videos talking crap about Billy Carson. Now that man offered you a debate and you don't accept it, I'm unsubbing, bro. That ain't even no real. Hey, drop a one if you are unsub for me for that. Because people, you lose your credibility. People gonna be like, bro, just clout chasing. He ain't really about that life. He just clout chasing Billy. He know Billy bigger than him, right? He know that Billy bigger than him, and he hoping that Billy don't offer him the fade. And so he can just talk crap about Billy and get all the Billy haters to sub to him. Now, if Billy mess around and say, hey, bro, you talking a lot of crap, let's debate. And no, man, I ain't got time for that. People gonna unsub, bro. People gonna say that you're a coward. You shouldn't say nothing about the man if you ain't gonna accept his fate. And that's how I feel about SETI. First, now let's go to the, first of all, before I go to my first caller, let me call out these super chats. I appreciate you guys to Flat Out Fudge. My goodness, bro, I'm looking forward to this show. This is one of them ones. Please, to the opposition, don't be shy. Thank you, Flat Out Fudge. And shout out to Free Energy. Flat power to you too. Thank y'all for the donations. To my first caller, Mars 9. Can I get a mic check? Thank y'all for the donations. Mars 9. Mars 9, hit your microphone button and let's unmute your mic. It's red now with a slash going through it, but when you hit the mic button, it'll activate and change. Mars 9, Ether Taurus. You're on the call right now. If you can hear my voice, I can't hear yours. There you go. There you go.
I'll come back around, bro.
There you go.
I'm not ready.
Oh, you're not ready? Okay, fine. I'll rotate you back in later. Thanks for letting me know that, man. Thanks for letting me know that. Let's go to Joaquin. Let's get two on so we can rotate them very fairly quickly. And we'll be camming up here in just a minute once we get the speakers. Hold on a second. All right. Let me set this up the right way. Okay, so I don't know why. Okay, I got you. So, let's first of all, I don't know who was first. Joe, we'll get you next, Brenda. Get you next. Joaquin, how you doing?
Hello?
How you doing, Joe? How you doing? I can
Good,
hear
you.
you. Yes, I can.
Oh, good. No, I was just calling in. I was interested in the flat earth stuff after the Lord Jamar debate.
Did you know what I was asking about the great alignment and all that?
No, I haven't studied this topic in a while because I used to kind of
well, let's make it quick. If we're gonna get off topic, then yeah, just go ahead and make it quick.
Oh, go ahead and let me know your topic because maybe
I don't want to. Well, if you didn't see what I done earlier, then I can't go back over it real quick. But I'll get you in a minute. I'll get you back in.
Okay.
I have questions for the globe, man. I just broke something down, guys. I just broke something down. And I explained it very simple. Do me a favor. Do not click the link if you're not a globe earther. I just need to make this show go smoothly right now so people can get what they clicked on. So if you want to help Sanchez, don't make it about you. It's my show and what I'm talking about and what I'm saying. And if you don't know what I'm saying, don't even click the link. You ain't going to help the show. Let's go to Brenda now. Globe Earthers, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you understand my questions that I'm asking, please help me out. Where are the Globe Earthers when we beg for them to show up? That's how I know that this stuff that we seeing play out in the media, guess what, y'all? That's some controlled opposition stuff. And I even kind of think that for the Lord Jamar junk, but I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I can't get legitimate globe earthers to come answer questions that I have. But it seemed like Joe Rogan, Godfrey, everybody can find, like, it seems planned and orchestrated, and it don't seem genuine. If there were a bunch of globe earthers out there that was so smart and the flat earthers were morons, this community wouldn't even exist, because the globe earthers would be so deep in numbers on flat earth podcasts like mine that's opening up the show that it'll be so much facts coming to these channels they couldn't deny it, especially if they're allowing the globe earther to come up. So we do have a globe earther up, and let's see if she gonna represent the globe earth the right way. Brenda, mic check. Fun Hall, thank you so much for the super chat donation. I really appreciate the love and the compliment. Say I'm looking like a snack. Watch out now. Appreciate that love.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I have a question for you. Were you able to see what I presented so that you can help me with it?
Yeah. If I'm in my house looking out my door and I look down the street, down the block, and I see all the houses lined up with my house, why can't I see my house?
What do you mean? Why can't you see your house?
Yeah, why can't I see my house? All the other houses are lined up with my house. I'm looking out my door or a window.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I see my house?
You would be able to see your house, and the question ain't if you can see your house, it's can you see your house and every other house above your house in a straight line, and your house also be in alignment with them. So I'll give you an example of what I'm asking so you don't make up your own question. My question is, if there's a planetary alignment on the 28th and Earth is a part of that alignment, it ain't is if your house is a part of that alignment, why can't you see your house? That ain't the question. The question is, if your house is a part of that alignment, how come your house can see every single house in the alignment? That's impossible. If my house is in perfect alignment with every house on my street, there's no way I would be able to look in front of me and see every house on my street if my house is part of the alignment.
Yeah, I'd look to my right.
And you still would. Let me explain something to you, Brenda. According to the globe Earth model, Earth is the third planet from the sun. So if you look to your right, you would only see 5 out of the 7 planets in the alignment if you're a part of it. If I got 7 people in a line, shoulder to shoulder, and I'm the third person in the line, I would never be able to look to one side and see all 7.
Stupid.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, that's because it would be day on the left-hand side.
My
right?
God.
Oh my God.
Oh, no, that's wrong. The reason you won't be up, think about this. Are you able to see my...
The sun is on my left,
I have a question.
dude.
I have a question. Are you able to see my screen share right now?
Yes, I can.
You see where Earth is in the solar system?
Yes, I do. I see the sun on the
I
left.
want to talk right now. I'm trying to ask you a question. So, if you see where Earth is on this solar system model, is it possible for, according to this image, let's just say toward the right is away from the sun, toward the left, we're going toward the sun from the perspective of this image. If you're part of this alignment like the Earth, can I look to my right? If I'm on the right side of the Earth in this image, will I be able to look at 7 planets on my right side, Brenda? Or 5?
Well, you see the Earth turns.
Oh my God.
So you see them at different times of the day. So you would see Mercury lined up in the same area.
I'm not asking that. That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying this is what I'm going to see when I go outside on the 28th in Vegas, right? This is what I'm going to see, Brendan. What I'm saying is if Earth should be in between Venus, right after Venus, right, on this alignment, Earth should be right there before we get to Uranus, right? And we know Mars is before that. Whoever did this must have had a typo or something, but This is this good enough to give you an example. So Earth is part of this alignment. My question is, how can Earth see every planet in the alignment if it's the third one in the alignment and it's making a line? That's why it's called an alignment. It's making a line. So you got to maintain this line, because the moment you break the line and move the Earth is no longer, Earth is out of the alignment now. You would have to do that in order for Earth to see all of these 7 planets. So we ain't going to do that. Without doing that, and this is a perfect image to use, it's to say, if I'm on the right side of this globe Earth, I would only see 5 planets in my sky, because on the other side of the Earth would be Mercury, Venus, the sun. Am I looking at this solar system model correct? If the planets were aligned and Earth were a part of that alignment, will I be able to look to my right and see 7 planets, Brenda?
Yeah, this is just an illustration. It's a cartoon. It's not the reality. The reality
Most
is
of you can't show me a real model. And it doesn't matter if it's a cartoon, because the cartoon explains what the planetary alignment. You know what a planet, first of all, let me ask you this. You do understand that a planetary alignment is when all of the planets get in a line. If you was in kindergarten, okay, so let me explain something to you then, because you cut me off real quick. Let's go back to kindergarten, right? We're not just going to let globe earthers ignore what words are and what they mean just because you're wrong. And that's my problem, why I stopped debating this stuff. Because they're never going to debate nobody like me, y'all. Now, we know what a line is. If all the planets making a line, what happens when the teacher, when one of these kids get out the line, guess what the teacher say? Quit breaking the line. And it's a penalty to play for that. You got to pay a penalty, because the teacher said make a straight line, and it takes everyone to get behind one another. And if you think you so special to get out the line, the teacher asks you, like, what are you doing? Guess what? In my school, you got to go to the back of the line. You broke the line. So watch this, right? I got to take you back to kindergarten so you can understand why it's called an alignment. Every one of these students, you see what you got to do when you talk to globe earthers is silly. It's like, bro, I understand. You can be wrong, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, now alignment don't mean alignment now, y'all. Even though, listen, I'm showing him his own model. And when you debunk their model, they say, well, that's fake. Well, that's what we've been telling y'all all along, that your model is fake, which is why it can be easily debunked. So what model do you prefer, sir? Because we don't have real images of the solar system. They only have fake ones. And if science can teach children in school with these images, why can't I debate you with them if they're part of the educational curriculum?
Can I share my screen, please?
Nope, no screen sharing. Nope.
Why?
Nope. The rules of my show is what I'm presenting. If you ain't smart enough to take what I'm presenting you and answer it with what I'm showing, because I'm not complicating this. I'm being very simple. And I'm not sharing no screens, because guess what? I don't want to get corn bombed.
I ain't gonna do that.
I ain't taking no trust factors, bro. You and your people used to do that to me all the time. Nobody gonna screen share today.
That is a lie.
Listen. If you can't respect my rules, you can just go. If you can't answer my question, I can get another globalist on. This is horrible.
I can answer your question.
Like what? Okay, let's go to the next one, man. You can't respect my rules, fine. We're not gonna complicate this. People got rules. If Professor Dave can go on Godfrey's show and win a debate against Lord Jamar without a screen share, then you globalists should be able to do that, man. I'm giving you what I'm sharing, what my problem is. And I ain't sharing nothing wrong. Listen, man, it's very simple. A planetary alignment is when every planet in the solar system lines with each other. And Earth is a planet, according to them. This is what a planetary alignment will look like on their solar system. Now, yeah, this ain't gonna be perfectly accurate. No one looking for a perfectly accurate model when I'm going outside looking at it myself, dummy. I'm gonna be able to go outside and observe this myself. So why do I need the model to be perfect when I'm finna go look at it with my own eyes? I just need to give me a model, a rough draft guesstimate of the claim that they're making for their system. And that's what they're doing with the model. You ain't never drew out a football play in the dirt. It don't got to look all perfect and accurate. You just need to understand it good enough for you to go run it and execute it perfectly and accurately. It can be, scribble. Some of the coaches got bad penmanship. But my point is this. If I pull up planetary alignment on your model, this is what they're going to give me. And I'm not going to let you waste my time because I know what you about to do with the screen share, right? You about to waste our time and give me everything I'm not asking for. That's what they did with the final experiment. No flat earther care nothing about a 24-hour sun. We care about curvature. If you can show me what a curve is, cool. A flat earther, not a 24-hour sunner. I believe that the earth is flat. I'm not clear on what exactly the sun and all that stuff doing, but I'm clear on what it ain't doing, and it ain't doing what they saying is doing. I'm very clear on what the ground doing, and it's flat. So let's go to the next globalist, because I'm asking very clear questions, and I'm not going to let my time be played with today. I went in it a whole hour on the board showing people what the argument is. We're not going to complicate this, man. See, when people want to lie and deceive, they got to complicate stuff. It's very simple. There's nothing that this person can show me that I'm not showing them. I'm already screen sharing everything you need to see to answer me. I'm saying, if this is what's going on the 28th, how come we can see every single planet in the sky at the same time? I didn't make this model. Y'all made this model. Then he gonna try to act like it's my model. See, that's fake. Duh, that's why I don't believe in it no more. Like, golly, man, y'all are really subconsciously flat earthers for real. That's fake, duh. You just now found that out when I debunked it. You was believing in it like just 1 hour ago. And the moment I point this out that you can't explain, it's cause the model fake, when we been telling you the model fake. We been telling you the model fake.
Hey, I'm here. Give me about 3 minutes. All right.
So we waiting on people to come in. I guess they doing their thing before they come to the call. No problem. The link is pinned to the top. Let me thank you once again, everybody who donated to the show. And let me drop the link for anybody else that may want to join. At this time, I'm going to let all the callers on and see which one want to go first, because everybody doing a hair, people got stuff going. So I don't know who ready to go or not. But I'm not going to be played with. I need everyone, because I got a poll up actually. And the poll says, did you understand my argument? Cool. People say they do. We went in the poll. I mean, it's a very easy argument to understand.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey, Joe Queen, are you a globe earther or flat earther?
Globe.
Are
Yeah,
you here
so,
to talk about the planetary alignment?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Now that I understand the question, because, if they're saying we could see it from Earth, you got to realize these planets just look like stars. From our perspective, it's going to be real small. It's not like one thing's going to block another one from down the street. You're going to be able to see these stars, that's what they say they're called, moving stars, right? That's why they know they're planets.
I don't think you understand the argument that I'm making, though.
But they're going to line up, right?
Yeah, you want me to go back over it real quick? 30 seconds?
Well, I think I do understand it.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, it shouldn't be, an issue to see the alignment from our perspective because it's just a small little star.
Well, I don't understand your answer based on what I presented, which makes me think you don't understand what I presented. So let me represent it for you real quickly.
Okay.
Are you able to see what I'm showing right now on the screen?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. They're saying we're on this third rock from the sun, that blue globe Earth right there next to Mars. You see it. Now,
yeah.
When we go outside on the 28th, Joe Queen, we're going to look up in the sky, and this is what we're going to see. All of the planets in alignment except for Earth. Earth should be in between Venus and Uranus, or excuse me, Venus and Mars. Whoever made this got them backwards. That's where Earth is positioned in the solar system. And if every planet in the solar system is in alignment, no one on Earth should be able to look up and see every planet if Earth is a part of that alignment like they're showing us here. You can't position these spheres in no particular way to make this possible without making Earth break the alignment. So if you're standing on the right side of this globe, you would look up in the sky, you would only see 5 planets in alignment. That would be Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and then to the left, you would only see Mercury and Venus, according to what we're seeing right here, how the alignment would work in a solar system model. So I don't see how you can arrange these balls in a way where somebody on that globe Earth would be able to see every planet in the sky, including the sun and moon. And they're looking up at all of those. So that means the Earth, in this image here, the globe Earth will have to duck down. And then the people that's only at the top of the globe Earth would then be able to see the alignment. But the people on the bottom in the South Pole will see nothing. You see the problems that we're going to have to make this alignment on the globe. I already went over it thoroughly.
Mean, well, maybe,
the question is this right here. I'm asking you a question. Can you show me how this is possible on a globe? Because I can show you how it's possible on a flat Earth, man. That's all I'm asking. How is it possible with what I'm looking at now that I can turn my head to the right and see 7 planets when there only should be 5 there if I'm on the right side of this globe? How?
It's all a matter of perspective. So, that's what I'm saying. I don't say
Go ahead.
If it's apparently it's visible, right? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know about, like you said, Australia being able to see it because they have a different view of the stars, but I was just making the point that it's very small. They're just planets.
You're not gonna answer me because it don't matter how small. What that ain't really an answer to what it's like me saying, how do you make peanut butter and jelly? And you say, well, you do 10 jumping jacks and you stare at the sun. I'm like, well, it's an answer, but it's not an answer. You totally missed the mark, because if I'm showing you a diagram in front of your face right now, and according to this diagram, if I look to the right of this on a globe Earth, I wouldn't be able to see every planet. Are you looking at, can you see my screen share? I might not be screen share. Can you see this?
I can see it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this, and you keep talking over me. That's why I don't think you can really answer me thoroughly.
I'm having a conversation. I'm not trying to talk over you.
But I'm trying to learn from you. And a teacher can't answer a student if they don't hear the question. Every globe earther is not answering me the right way. It's like y'all ignoring me. So I'm really passionate about this.
That it looks like on a flat Earth model, it makes sense that you would see them all.
I
Okay.
know it makes sense on a flat earth model. I want to know, how does it make sense on a globe model? I don't need you to agree with my model. I know my model's right, and I don't care how much it's mocked. I want to know how it works on your model, sir. We're still waiting. I know my model's right.
So you're basically saying they said everyone on the globe can see this alignment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Isn't that crazy? Yes, they said it because you know why? It's true. In fact, if you want to prove me wrong, go outside on the 28th. You will be able to see it too. This ain't the first time it happened either, sir. There was one that just happened not too long ago in 2017. Like this happens every decade. So the fact that you're asking me that, it lets me know that globe earthers don't look at the stars.
Well, there's only a few stars you can't see in the southern hemisphere. It's not like a lot of them.
I'm asking you. Listen,
so
are
it
you?
makes sense to me that you can see them all on a globe Earth.
Listen,
because
listen to me. You just said it makes sense on a flat Earth. I'm asking you how it would make sense on a globe Earth, but you saying it would without explaining it to me. I'm showing you how planetary look on your globe Earth model. Here it is, right in front of your face. I'm saying the part of Earth that's facing Mars, how are they able to see the sun, moon? Excuse me, how are they? Yeah, the sun and moon, Venus and Mercury. Also, with these 5 planets, if this is true with them, like, drop a 1 if they're making this hard, y'all. And this is why I don't do these debates, because you're debating a religious cult. Like, I'm being so simple. You see how dumb you got to play to be a globe earther? Like, you literally got to play dumb and act like you don't know what I'm asking you because I'm making too much sense. And this why, if I was like, I don't get why Lord Jamar, like, these people don't want to see the truth. This is a world full of lies, and you got to realize as a flat earther, you just gonna have to accept the truth, and it's lonely with the truth, man. That's the price you got to pay for it. You're going to be mocked for it and all of that, but they going to play games with you. And you don't got to play games back. I'm being simple, man. It's only when you, like, come on, man, this is so crazy. I'm asking simple questions. I'm asking a simple question. If I'm standing, let's say that's Africa right there that's facing Mars. If I'm in Africa right now at this time on it, what I'm seeing with the solar system, I'm on Earth. I'm asking a simple scientific question. If I'm in Africa and I go outside and see 7 planets in my sky, but I'm looking at the alignment that they showing me for their model, and I'm like, but wait a minute. My continent is facing Mars, and I should only be able to see 5 planets. So I go to my astrophysicist, I go to my buddy who knows science, and I say, help me out with this problem, right? I'm in Africa. It's the alignment is happening right now with all the planets in alignment. And I'm able to see Mercury and Venus in the sky. But according to the alignment, I should only be able to see 5 planets. Now, they're going to complicate this. They're going to act like some kind of way because the stars are small, then Venus or Mercury just popping up on this other side. They're going to make up all kinds of stuff, but guess what you ain't going to hear? You know what, Sanchez? I don't know. And don't you know, you can say I don't know without seceding to either side, and that'll look better than just playing dumb. I hate when people play dumb like you don't know what I'm asking, though. That's what be getting me.
I do, but I'm trying to offer an explanation.
Okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
And my explanation is that, at some point of the day, as the Earth turns, I think everybody will be able to see it, because when you go to the southern hemisphere, like you said, whether you're in Africa, whatever part of the Earth you're in, there's only a few stars that are not visible from the southern hemisphere. So I don't think that these planets are not going to be visible no matter where you are on Earth. It does make sense. There's only a few stars you can't see from the southern hemisphere. And at some point of the day, you should be able to see it as the Earth turns. I mean, it's a simple explanation as well. It fits.
Yeah, it don't make sense. So let me try it this way. It's cool. Let me try it this way. Can you see my screen share right now?
Hold on. Yeah, now I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on the Earth. All right. You see where my mouse is at?
Yeah.
All right. You see this continent right here. Let's zoom in on this continent right here. All right. Let's say I'm on this continent right here. Right. And this continent is called denial. Right. You know, little games y'all play. So this continent here is called denial. And I'm standing on the brother, can I please talk? Don't be rude. I'm trying to ask you something, man.
Okay.
All right. So I'm standing on this continent called denial.
Yeah.
During the planetary alignment, like they're showing here. The question is, on the planet of denial, right here, will I be able to see all 7 planets from my continent called denial? Right here. You can just answer that. And listen, man. Yeah. Listen, bro. Hold up. You cut me off. Let me finish the question, because you about to mess this up. I don't want to hear at some point of the day, because you changing my question. My question is, if I'm standing on this continent here, which is called denial, and I'm standing on this continent during the planetary alignment, so you can't change this to whatever time you want it. I'm saying I'm standing out here during the alignment, and when I look up in the sky, I can see every planet in the sky, but I'm on the continent of denial, and I should only be able to see 5 from my location on the globe, because if the globe is part of this alignment and it's the 3rd rock from the sun, it should always split this alignment 5-2. So you will never have all 7 planets on your one side unless you're Mercury. Unless you're Mercury. If you're on Mercury, then yeah, you can look to your right if you're on the continent called denial and see all. But brother. Okay, we see how the globalists are doing. They triggered Lord Jamar. Now apparently I'm triggering them. See, we can play the triggering game. Like, I know how to keep my cool and remain calm because I've been doing this a long time. But I ain't gonna lie, I am a jerk. I do know how to trigger other people. And if you don't know how to control yourself, it ain't my fault you let me trigger you. Now, are you gonna keep acting like a child? Or are you gonna match my energy? Because I'm passionate about what I'm teaching, but I'm very respectful. And I can say that I can call this continent denial if I wanted to. I'm just making up a name for it. If the shoe fit, wear it. Don't be the hurt dog that cry. Just answer my question. Nah, are you ready for me to represent the question? You're making it so difficult for me to ask this question. It's almost like you know you can't answer it. Joe Keen, are you going to answer the question this time? I'm giving you one last shot at it. How can I see all 7 planets from the continent of denial, sir? So y'all get angry, then you get silent, huh? You just go through these extremities of turned up to turned down, huh? Okay.
I'm ready to speak.
When you ask these globalist questions they can't answer, boy, do they act childish and rude. But I'm going to keep my temperature. You're not going to bring me down to your level. Let me drop myself a bomb. I'm doing good.
Can you hear me, bro, Sanchez?
And I'm letting them talk, but guess what? This ain't no type what y'all think is some moderated debate. It's my show. I have questions for globe earthers, and I'm not gonna let a globe. I got you, brother. Let me say this, and you coming up right in this. Thank you for joining too, J-Dub. So I got questions for globe earthers, J-Dub, but I don't want them to waste my time. If they show up and I don't think they can answer my question, I'm gonna go to the next globalist because they can be in the way of somebody else who really can answer it, and I don't want to play today. Isn't that fair to the people in the chat room? Once I realize,
I think that's fair. I appreciate you letting me answer. I believe I answered in a logical, fair way. I didn't really
It
get
ain't
too upset.
about beliefs. You didn't. You didn't. Because I'll give
To
you
your
one more.
satisfaction,
I'll
no,
give you.
but-
It ain't to my satisfaction. You don't gotta satisfy me. All you gotta do is make sense. You just said, you told me earlier out of your own mouth. You said this makes sense on a flat earth model. You admitted that about my model. I didn't admit that about your model, sir. I'm still saying it don't make, I'm not gonna say it makes sense on your model just because you admitted that it made sense on mine. I don't need no pats on the back or none of that from a globalist about the flat earth model. I know it makes more sense than yours. And I don't need you to compliment my model and tell me that. I just need you to answer my question on why it don't make sense on yours. And I don't need you to satisfy me. I just need you to do what I did, which is make sense with your model, how I made sense with my model. Now, here's how I'm a jerk and why you shouldn't debate cats like me while I'm a cold brother, right? Here's why right now, right? Here's where I'm finna drive the dagger in and show you that I ain't playing fair with y'all. Well, I'm playing fair, but this one I'm gonna make it hurt at. You said it makes sense on my model. You understood it. It was simple, Occam's razor. And I'm still saying it don't make sense on your model, right? Now you saying it makes sense on your model to you, but guess what?
Yeah, because it's
but
complicated.
watch this though. No, stop, bro. You cut me off. It's not complicated. It just don't make sense. And let me put you up out of here. Cut me off. You said it makes sense on your model. Excuse me, you said it makes sense on my model, right? I'm saying it don't make sense on your model. And you say on your model, it makes sense to you. Now watch this. On my model, it makes sense to me and you, dummy. The debate over right there. The moment you tell a flat earther it makes sense on your model and you a globe earther, all the globe earthers ain't gonna even rock with you on that. That's why I don't accept, like, bro, quit trying to compliment me. You forfeiting the debate. You shooting yourself in the foot. I would never tell a globe earther that makes sense on your model. We ops, you my opponent. And guess what? You had to say that because it does make sense. You can't lie about it. And it makes sense on my model to me and to you. What you want me to say, it makes sense on your model to both of us? Nope, it just makes sense to you. And that's what you admitted. The brother showed up today and told the truth. He said, well, it makes sense on my model to me. Well, you lost the debate because it makes sense with my model. It makes sense to both of us. Explain why. Explain why it makes sense on my model for the flat earther and the globe earther. But for your model, I'm still saying it's stupid and it don't make sense. You lost the debate once you said it makes sense on my model. The only thing could have saved you if I would have been one of them sweet flat earthers that'll be like, oh, you know what? It makes sense on your model too. But I'm not one of them sweet ones and I'm not playing with y'all, bro. I'm smacking you up. You play too much and you think you know everything. You need to be humble. And I'm showing you how globe earthers react when you beat them up, y'all. I ain't beat them up in a long time. Let's go. Who is that talking? I owe you the mic. Thanks for waiting. J-Dub, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he can go. I'll go out there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the picture that you're showing planets lined up in a way that is not how it's going to look in the sky. It's not going to look anything like you're showing.
Okay, so slow down 1 second. Let me just make a disclaimer. I'm not showing nothing. This come from your scientific websites or what the planetary is going to look like from a solar system perspective. Here's what I'll do for you to be fair. If you got a model that you want me to share on a screen, you can drop it in the chat. You can email me. I'll screen share it for you right now. If you don't have a model, then we're going to go with what your science saying by default. Because what I get all the time is, oh, you don't have a model? And they laugh at us. So tell me you at least got a model, first of all. Second of all, you need to be able to explain and answer my question according to your model. Now, if you don't want to go with the model I'm showing according to what they saying with the globe earth, then guess what? Show me what your model, because what happens is a lot of globe earthers don't agree with their own scientists when you start beating this up, because I didn't make this. All I did was go on a science website, one that's on the first page of Google. I'm not picky with it. And I look for the planetary alignment, and I go to, and they give you the image of what they saying. And I deal with what they show me, man. So if you got something else and you don't agree with what the scientists saying happening, then let's see it, and we'll pull that up and deal with it. Let's see it.
Well, of course, I mean, you can pull it up right now, bro, Sanchez.
Give me the link, or either tell me what the Google. We can do it either way. You can give me the link. That'll be better because it'll go directly to what you saying. Or you can say, well, type this in Google, and we can put the keywords in and go through the images, and we can find it together.
Where do I send the link?
If send it to talktoBroSanchez@gmail.com, or just paste it in the back chat of this Zoom call.
Let me see if I can paste it in the back chat.
Hey, Sanchez, while he doing that, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me tell you how people can debunk this easily, bro. If you could actually stand here on the earth and you could actually see a planetary alignment, and if you look up there and if you're not up there where you supposed to be, then you know it's fake. How the rest of them up in line, like they said.
Hey, and that's similar to what I was gonna say too, bro. Like actually that alignment that we looking at disproves the fucking globe. My bad.
No, you good,
but
Breezy.
that's exactly what I was gonna say, brother.
Yeah, like if you look up there and you ain't in the picture, bro, you got food. That's all I'm gonna say, Sanchez.
Yeah.
Hey, to add to that, I was gonna ask one of the Globers, like, have they ever been in school where the teacher tells them to get in a single file line? And whether you turn into your front or you look in the back, you can't see everybody in the line. You actually have to step outside of the line. You got to disconnect yourself from the line, then turn in the line, and you can see everybody.
But listen,
so it basically tells you go ahead.
But Beezy, you see how we got to explain kindergarten stuff to globalists? Like, do you see that what we're doing right now is like they know what we saying, they gotta play dumb. We shouldn't even have to explain this. Like, you hit it on the head, BZ. I was saying it the same way. Finish your spiel, bro, because they need this redundancy. They need it, bro. Hit them with it.
Yeah, because like what you're doing is that, and that's what I was going to tell them, because the two dudes you was talking to was making it seem so complicated. Like if you got to disconnect yourself from the line in order to see everybody, imagine this planetary alignment that we are looking at the sky, and we see all of them in a line, but we don't see Earth. You know why you don't see Earth? Because Earth is disconnected from the line. It literally tells a glober that he is looking at the planets from the ground.
Thank you. And you know what's so crazy about it? When you get a globe earther to say, well, that makes sense on a flat Earth model, but the flat earther saying it don't make sense on yours.
Right, and they can't make it make sense. That's the crazy part.
Bro,
Sanchez,
let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all flat earthers something. If y'all want to learn how to be relentless to globe earthers, because they ain't going to show you no mercy. I'm going to tell you that now. You want to know how to beat them up mercilessly with class? Just watch Sanchez. I'm going to show you right now.
Flawless victory.
Let's go. Where the next one at? I got so many bullets.
Did you get the link?
Oh, yeah. Let me get your link out. Because in any of these scenarios, you're going to have to remove Earth from the alignment. And that's when, you know, you're going to be leaking out.
No, that's simple.
Hold on, bro. Let me just pull up the link. And we're going to let you take your time and do it. Don't let me distract you. Now, come on. Now, I'm going to pull your joint up, and I'm going to be quiet and let you explain. You know my question. Do I got to reiterate it for you, or you ready to go?
Well, first of all, I'm going to deal with what you're saying about Earth being in the alignment. It's not like someone is saying, okay, y'all go stand in the line. This is just happens that.
Well, I'm only giving.
Well, let me explain.
Well, hold on, real quick. When you say it's not like someone saying they're gonna be in a line, I gotta correct you. Isn't that's what they're saying on this site right here?
No, what I'm saying is, it's not like your teacher going and tell all of the students get in the line. So that means you got to be in the line too. That's not what the alignment is saying. When it's talking about a planetary alignment, it's talking about an appearance in the sky from Earth. It's not saying that the Earth has to be a part of it. Where you get that the Earth has to be a part of it from?
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro, nobody else talk. I'm a boot y'all. He's talking to me, and that's why I don't do round tables. Everybody need to be muted but me and this man. I really need order on these moving forward. We don't do no more disorganized stuff. So check this out. He asked me a question. He said, why am I saying Earth is a part of this alignment? I want to ask that brother, can he see my screen share? Is that J-Dub?
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that. Your scientist is saying Earth is a part of this alignment. It's called, hold up. Brother, this is where they saying it at. This ain't my model. If all you got to do is Google the planetary alignment from the solar system, and every science site will show you this. Now, let me ask you a question without you cutting me off. It's a planetary alignment, right? The question is, do you know what a planetary alignment is? Yes or no? I don't want a bunch of mumbo jumbo right now. I'm trying to make a point.
I mean, I don't know all of the factors, but
I didn't ask you for that, though. You don't got to. I just want to yes or it's fine, brother. Brother, I didn't say nothing about me. I asked you, do you know what a planetary alignment is? And if you don't know, I can just look it up real quick or let you know and we can move on. Why are you making this? Why do the globalists make everything hard, y'all? It seems like they know the attitude you got when you know you losing. I'm not being disrespectful. Why this brother being difficult? Brother, why can't I ask you a yes or no question and just get an answer? I don't expect you to know everything, and I don't know everything. But if you ain't got no ego, it shouldn't be no problem for you to say, okay, nah, bro, I'm not exactly sure what a planetary alignment is. Let's go ahead and let me know so we can move on. I do that all the time. One of my opponents will say, Sanchez, are you familiar with this? I'll be like, no, brother, go on, won't you hit me on it so we can get on forward with it? That don't mean I lost the debate, right? So I just was trying to see, do you know what a planetary alignment is? And you told me no. Okay, you saying I don't know fully what it is. I'll take that. Now, I know fully what it is. All right, let me explain. It's so simple. A planetary alignment is when the planets in the solar system line up. My next question for you is Earth a planet? That's yes or no, too. Can you at least give me one yes or no? All I need is one. Where you at, J-Dub? Is Earth a planet, J-Dub? You can unmute, brother. Come on. Don't run. Come on, brother. We know you got cats coaching you in your background.
You me when I don't know you,
brother. Can just answer my question, man.
Yes,
I'm trying.
Earth is the planet.
Okay, so if a planetary alignment is when all of the planets line up, like what scientists are showing us right here, are they lying to us? Because I didn't make this model, bro. I can give you another one if you don't like this one. This is all we got to do, bro. Look.
Can I explain what you're looking at right here?
Not right now, because I'm changing the screen. Let me finish doing this real quick.
I'm gonna come.
Hey, bro. Why are you doing that? I'm in the middle of trying to show you something. Can you wait till I'm done and I'm gonna let you explain? And I'll flip back to this. It's like you globalists want to complicate stuff and make it chaotic because you know you can't answer this. I'm not finna make this hard, bro. You're acting like I'm wrong about this alignment when I'm researching what your scientist is saying we should see. This ain't my model, bro. This is not like they really running from this model. Let me give them another one, man. All you gotta do, bro, planetary alignment, solar system. We are in the solar system, right? When we look up in the sky, ain't we looking at all the planets in the solar system in a line? So what the world is so wrong with this model? I tell you what's wrong with it. It don't make sense, but mine do. And that's why they being so complicated right now. If Earth is a planet and a planetary alignment is when all the planets line up, then Earth should be in the third rock from the sun. And if that's true, you shouldn't be able to look up and see 7 planets in the sky at all. And they know that. But see, this is what flat earthers got to go through. Let me tell you something, flat earthers. Brother, you going to answer my question now, or you going to do what you want to do?
Are you going to let me answer your question?
Yeah, and the question, repeat the question so I can make sure you heard it, then answer it. Go ahead.
You're saying that how can the Earth see all of these other planets in a planetary alignment when it should be a part of the planetary alignment?
Right. So, for example, if I'm on the right side of the Earth, why don't I just see those 5 planets on the right, and then the people on the left side see Venus and Mercury, according to what y'all models show? Because, again, this ain't my model. I'm just looking up what the planetary alignment look like from space, from a solar system perspective, and this what it'll look like. And in order for you to, if the reason it don't make sense, what had to happen now is you would have to say, well, move the Earth out of the alignment, and then you cheating because Earth is a planet. It's part of the planetary alignment.
No,
and listen, and my thing is this: either you're misunderstanding. It can't be me. Why? I didn't make this model. Don't you understand that every model I'm showing you come from a science site? And you got to deal with your own scientists right now, not me, brother. This ain't my model. I don't know why y'all debating you scared of your own model. Listen what I'm telling you. Your scientists put the Earth in this position, not me. I'm dealing with what they did, and I'm showing you the flaws in it. You can't now, if you can't deal with what the science is saying, and y'all gotta make up your own stuff, then I can go to the next globalist, because this is what they teaching the children. Unless you can find me a website with a different planetary alignment for the solar system, then we're gonna go with these. I've been looking for another one. This what they showing.
Can I get at least 1 minute to talk without you cutting me off, brother?
Brother, ain't nobody cutting you off. It was my turn to interject. It was my turn to interject. Do you forget?
Can I answer without you interjecting for at least 1 minute?
You
brother?
wanted me to interject, brother. Do I need to rewind the video? I'm not going to let y'all play this game. I will rewind the video and show where you was rephrasing my question and you paused for me to verify that you had the question right. Do you smoke weed, brother? Because I asked you. I said, brother, do you get the question? Repeat the question. And after you repeated the question, you paused to say, did I get it right? And it ended up me being this long-winded. I'll admit that. I thank you for letting me interject to verify that, you understand the question. But yeah, I could have been a little shorter with my interjection. I apologize for that. But go ahead.
Okay. The view that we're looking at, that you're showing on your screen right now, is based on if you're viewing it from a solar system perspective. But that's not the planetary alignment that's going to happen on February 25th or 28th. 2025. That's not what's happening. What you're showing right there, that's not what is happening.
Can you give me a model of what's happening so we can be clear on it without just hold on. Okay, I was just about to ask you where the link at. My bad. Damn. All right, let's pull up. All right, so yeah, now brother, go ahead and do your thing with this. Do your thing. Go ahead.
First of all, the planets are at different distances, not only from Earth, but different distances from the sun and each other. When it's saying an alignment, it's not talking about a perfect line like you would be standing in a line in school or something like that. It's just saying that you will be able to see them in a certain row, but it's not going to be a perfect straight line either. It's going to be similar to what you see on the screen right now. And Saturn and Venus appear in the same area, but yet they're based on the heliocentric model, they are millions of miles away from each other. So when it's talking about an alignment, it's not what you think of on the surface. It's talking about the view or your perspective from Earth.
I understand all that, brother, but that ain't what I'm asking you at all. I understand that. Come on, are you serious? What I'm talking about is I understand that each of these are on different elliptical planes. But here's what I don't understand. Earth is going to always split these planets 5-2. Do you understand that? That if Earth is always the third rock from the sun, there's going to always be 5-2 where Earth split it. So even with what you saying, there will never be a time on Earth where Earth should be able to see all of the 7 planets besides itself, and it's the third rock from the sun. Now, I get what you saying. You got objects on different height levels in the solar system, and it ain't just a static circle as it appears. We can stagger this a little bit, right? We can raise Mercury up a bit. We can drop Venus down some. We can stagger this line a little bit. It ain't got to be so direct, right? Even then, it is still going to maintain that 5-2 ratio unless you actually move Earth's position from the third rock from the sun, because you can change the altitude of all these planets and stagger them. You still gonna have 5 on one side and 2 on one side. It ain't like you move Mercury and Venus over to the Earth right side and put Earth next to the sun. So either you doing that, it doesn't change. See, and I just want to point this out to the people real quick because I let you speak. Drop a 1 in the chat room if y'all can see my frustration. Now, I'm letting the globalists talk, and I'm being respectful, and I'm being fair. But I'm also being frustrated. And you cannot equate that to being rude or being unfair. That's me saying I'm asking simple questions, and y'all trying to play me for stupid. You giving me answers that it doesn't answer my question. And I think y'all know that. And why I get mad is because I wish, and I'm going to tell you something, I wish people would just be honest. I wish a person would say, look, Sanchez, that right there is crazy. And, I don't know how you can look to one side according to my model and what they saying and see all 7. But
I'm ready, Sanchez. I'm ready, though.
Let me say something real quick. When I'm talking, y'all, don't cut me off. I know I got people waiting to talk on the line. All right, thank you for that. So my point is this right here. I'm trying to be reasonable, but I like honesty, man, because in order to take the position I got, you got to be very honest, and you got to be ridiculed and mocked. It ain't a fun thing to be a flat earther, man. All right, I just want people to know that. It's something I am because people can't answer my questions. You see what I'm going through? I'm asking simple questions. And what I have to go home and sleep on it and say, you know what? When I was a globe earther and flat earthers was asking me these questions and I couldn't answer them, I was getting mad too. I didn't want the flat earther to know that he was right and I was wrong. So I would play these kind of games too with flat earthers. It's embarrassing because I would show up thinking that I know so much and there's no way that this flat earther gonna ask me a question about the globe that I don't know. He's a dumb flat earther, ha, 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 ha. And you get down and sit down with these guys and they have you scratching your head and then you start lashing out on them. You start playing little games with them instead of saying, well, damn, there is a lot to this flat earth stuff. These some interesting questions like, I can't explain that, Sanchez. And I don't expect you to say, man, the earth is flat. But I expect an honest person to say, you know what, Sanchez? I don't know everything about the stars, but that don't make me a flat earther. Let's talk about this then. Let's talk about this argument, right? I'm going to go back and research that one, Sanchez, because what'll happen is y'all will come freestyling to save your ego, and it's playing stupid and dumb, and you look silly. Like you thinking that raising these planets up and down is gonna change the 5-to-2 ratio? Like that's silly. And you guys know that this is not good answers. You're smarter than that. I'm not even gonna let the people joke on you and make it like these globe earthers are dumb. They're not dumb. They're playing dumb. And I was there too. I was smarter than that. But I was like, man, these flat earthers really like that's man. But to save my ego, I will have to play dumb for the moment. But when I got tired of playing dumb, I just became a flat earther. That's the only difference between most of us that become flat earthers is just a person that's tired of playing dumb to fit in. Listen, if a person can answer these questions, they're simple. A light will click on in my head for the globe model, like it did when I was a little boy going to the NASA Space Center. I excelled in science. I was an AB honor roll student when I was young. I went to the Air Force, so I know the globe. I can teach a globe earth class right now. I know the globe. The questions that I'm asking is what I don't know. I don't ask questions that I already know the answer to. Well, actually, I'm lying. I actually know the answer to this question. It's because the earth flat. Hello.
Fatality.
Let's go with the brother that said he was ready.
Yeah, what's up, Sanchez, man?
Okay.
Shout out to your panel, man. Shout
First
out to the
question that I
Father,
gotta ask for all callers is, do you understand the question that I'm asking? You better answer that wisely, because if you mess up with the answer, I'm gonna be relentless. But if you say you don't understand it, okay, cool. So you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
All right, go ahead, have a shot. Free my mind, brother. Bring me back to that blue marble. I want to be a believer again. Come on.
Oh, okay. I'm a globalist. So Sanchez asking about the alignment and how can we see all these planets at one time?
According to what they're showing me here with this model, because this ain't my model. And unless you can, and even the model he showed, I'm still got the same question. It's a 5-to-2 ratio, no matter if you raise them up or down. So go ahead. Let's hear your answer. Go ahead.
Right. So therefore, that's not alignment. Like in one sense, Sanchez is right. What's going on? I thought J. Dub was gonna land it, but what's going on is the alignment that's going on is a 7-planet alignment. It's not an 8-planet alignment, and that's why we able to see 7 planets from Earth. Because Sanchez is right. You would have to remove Earth from the alignment, and that's what's going on. It's a 7-planet alignment. It's not an 8-planet alignment. So that's what that is.
Okay, so you're saying when we go outside and see all 7 planets in the sky, right?
Right.
That, because I'm trying to use this model right here and put it to what you saying. You saying that the Earth ain't a part of this alignment, and even though the Earth is a planet, is not a part. So like I was saying earlier, you saying Earth is sort of lingering off while these planets move ahead like racers on a racetrack, and they kind of leaving the Earth behind, right?
But yeah, I say
okay.
that them 7 planets, they just coming into an alignment. Earth is not a part of this.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is this right here, though. Can you see what I'm screen sharing here?
Yeah, I can see it. It's little.
Okay,
I can see it now.
All right, so you're saying basically all these other planets is moving forward, but Earth is kind of stand back, lagging behind, and that's why we're going to be able to see all of them when we look up, like ahead of us, appear like this, right?
I don't get J. Dub model.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to show you something, right? Right.
Okay.
This how it will look if Earth is a part of the alignment on your solar system model. You see this, right?
Right.
You do know if I move Earth out of this alignment, I gotta either move it forward or backwards. Can you look at these rings like racers on a racetrack? If all of the racers are running together, they're in alignment. But if Earth ain't aligned like you said, then the racers are either getting ahead of Earth or Earth getting ahead of them. Are we checking? Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
So in this case,
So
is Earth getting ahead or are the planets getting ahead, which is able to give us this phenomena? Because it has to be this way. If you saying Earth, if Earth is gonna break this alignment, now you gotta reposition Earth. If you saying it ain't a part of this alignment, and you gotta let me know where Earth is positioned at on this model that's gonna give me this viewpoint. So where do I move the Earth to now? Do I move it in front of these planets or behind it? Or you can go up and down and you still can get this too. So what are we doing here?
Okay. Cause I know Pluto won't. They play with Pluto about.
Man, we ain't talking about Pluto, man. Come on, man.
I got.
You hear what I'm saying, brother? Come on now.
Right. I'm just saying you can move Earth left or right. It don't matter. It's just that.
Oh my God. Hold on. No. We ain't finna let you do that. No. You not gonna just dance around what I'm saying, brother. And you understand what I'm saying now. Look at the image that I'm sharing with you. You disagreed with this. You said, Sanchez, Earth is not a part of this alignment. Now, there's only one or two scenarios for Earth to be if it's not a part of this alignment. That's in front of the alignment or behind it. This is like a racetrack. If I'm not in alignment with all the other racers that's running in an alignment, are they ahead of me or am I ahead of them? Y'all see how hard this is for them to answer y'all? And they're playing it again. It's to save your ego. I've been here before. Bro, why can't you answer that? Why can't you see this as a racetrack and hear what you the one said Earth ain't part of this alignment? Now I'm telling you, where is it now? Is it ahead of the planets or behind them?
Let me answer you. The reason why I said that because I haven't looked through the telescope to see which order they in. If I seen which order they in, I could tell you if I'm in the United States and if I knew what rotation we was on, I could tell you if the Earth was on behind the alignment or in front of it. I can't tell you until it get here.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If you can't tell me that, you really can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. You really showed up and it was a nothing burger, all honesty and respect. Because what we need you to be able to do is tell us where the Earth is positioned at for us to see this. Now, I told it on my model, and it make perfect sense on my model because I'm saying, look, the Earth is flat. Let me go back to the Vedic model that I'm using for this real quick. Hold on. I don't know. I must have took it down. All right. So on my model, the Earth is flat, is not a planet, and all of the planets are above the Earth in their orbits, like we see here. And every now and then, those 7 planets, they line up with each other. This happened in 2017 too. And we're able to go out on our flat Earth, look up in the sky, and see the alignment. Simple. I don't need nothing else. It ain't hard for me. The Earth flat, the stars and all that is above our head like halos on their own elliptical orbits. They ain't literally making an elliptical path. They making a perfect circle, but from your perspective, it looks elliptical. But listen, even the globalist told me, Sanchez, it does make sense on your model. And what I find out, if it make too much sense to the globalist, is wrong. It gotta be complicated. It can't be just that simple. And Occam's razor, right? So my model, I'm not saying I gotta wait, I gotta go check this out, come back tomorrow, none of that. I'm not playing the games that the globalists playing. I'm showing you how it work on a flat Earth, and even the globalists agreed with me. But I didn't agree with him. So
I understand both models.
So, brother, we don't, and that's another thing about globalists too, the Dunning-Kruger effect. Now you understand both models, but just a minute ago, you got to come back and get back with me because you got to do some telescope work and all that. I don't got to do none of that, bro. I'm showing you how it work on my model, and y'all shouldn't have to do that either. You should be able to show up and say, Sanchez, pull up what my scientists say about my model, and I'm going to defend it because they right. But you can't defend it. That's why I abandoned your model. The only thing your scientists got going for y'all is the media machine is joking on flat earthers. They making y'all feel like y'all winning. They got all that because they know when they people go try to prove they model to a flat earther who ain't no agent, who ain't one of these people that keep participating in hit pieces, because you see they don't come debate me. You see Godfrey don't come get me. I'm a black man. He won't get me on his channel. See, y'all got to realize that Godfrey is part of the machine too, man. All of these people are in Hollywood, even Lord Jamar, part of the music industry, all that. I don't know who to trust. I'm showing up tomorrow to debunk Professor Dave. I'm not showing up tomorrow to defend Lord Jamar. Y'all got it all wrong. If Lord Jamar can't defend himself, that's on him for looking stupid. It's every flat earther for themselves. These people know how to reach out to me. They know how to get me on their platforms. They know that I'll come over there and lay some down, but they don't reach out to me. Lord Jamar know how to get in touch with me. He know I would have came on Godfrey channel and kicked Professor Dave butt. I don't know why these guys like to mess up in front of everybody when they got my number. Now, I can see what it is with Jaren, but I don't understand how Lord Jamar, why, if Lord Jamar, you know what, let me shut up because I'm going to be reviewing that tomorrow and I don't want to give it away. Let's go to the next caller. Let's go to who is the next globalist that want to answer my question, because I've had about 3-4 globalists on now and I'm not satisfied.
Hello?
With the answers I'm getting. Do I have a globe earther that want to answer my question? If you need me to represent it, I can.
You got one right here.
Eric, do you understand my question, or do I need to show it to you?
No, I understand your question.
Then what I'm asking, I got you. What I ask every caller, and then you can have the floor, then restate my question and just to let me know you know what I'm asking, and then tackle it. Go ahead. I'm muting up. Go ahead.
So you want to know, using this model, how come when you look to the right, you won't see Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn in an order like that?
Right. You see the question. Correct? Go ahead. Yep. You got the question. Go ahead.
You're talking about the 2-5 split. So I want to show you how you could change the 2-5 split if you on Earth and you looking out, right?
Okay.
So if you stay with this model, if you move, let's pick Saturn, right?
Okay.
If I keep moving Saturn up the screen around the ring, so it's gonna go up and then towards the left, right?
So okay, look at my mouse. I'm gonna do Saturn up, boom, left over here.
No, keep it on its ring, on its orbit.
Okay, yeah, I got you. It's just racing ahead like racers on a racetrack. Saturn winning the race. Right. I got you.
Right. So if I keep moving Saturn like that, eventually it's gonna look like it's between the Earth and Mars. Do you see what I'm saying?
Let me look at this for a minute and see where you at. Let me try to comprehend. If I keep moving Saturn up, eventually Saturn is gonna look like it's between.
Let me put a X. Let me try.
Okay, I see where your X at. Okay, if Saturn gets so far ahead, because you're saying eventually Saturn gonna pass Jupiter and it's gonna have a little fake eclipse when it pass around that curve to wrap around and even get over there. Am I following you right?
You follow me right, correct.
All right, I thought I was following you right. It's problems with that though, but I'll let you keep going.
All right, so what I'm saying is you could see all the planets in an alignment, but it's only from Earth's perspective. So it's gonna look like a straight line when I'm looking out. but the order is going to be different because they're at different places along these rings. So Jupiter might be a little bit back. You might have to move a little bit down and to the left, right? And then Neptune, you know, we could put Neptune over here.
I get what you're doing. You saying based upon where these planets at on their orbitable path, it's possible for Earth to see every single planet in the sky, even on the globe, which is what I was saying earlier. I actually made the example that you made. I was saying that, hey, if enough of these planets get ahead of Earth, then yeah, we would see a 7 planetary alignment. But for that to happen, you got to do what? Let me show you. You got to break the alignment. They call it an alignment for a reason. And it don't matter if you change the height level, you're changing the position of the racers. And what your scientist is saying, right? Let me show you something, right? Let me just show you something real quick. Let me show you. Okay. Let me find a track. All right, here we go. So look, let's say you got all of these racers. They all align with each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tie. Ain't nobody winning. Ain't nobody gonna be depending on which racer you are, you're gonna have a different ratio. Now I tell you something. The dude in the red over there on the end, he would be able to look to his right and see every other racer, but they would have to stagger just a little bit. We see how this thing works. I want to simplify it.
Right.
All right. So what we're saying is, in order for any one racer, put it this way, right? If you able to see every other racer on a track in front of you, that means you slow as hell. You get what I'm saying, my brother?
I get what you're saying.
I'm saying for you to do that, you got to break yourself out of the alignment now, right? And they getting ahead of you, either you getting ahead of them looking back. And that's literally what you're doing. You're moving planets forward. You're pushing planets backwards to make your argument. But when you do that, it's no longer a planetary alignment. That defeats the purpose. You see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying. So in the sense of the word alignment,
see, the whole thing about
correct.
this, the whole thing about it is this. You got to make this make sense based upon the model that your scientist is presenting. See, because that'll be like me doing this, right? If I say the earth flat and you come debunk me and prove it ain't flat, and I say, well, you know, based on the definition of flat, I don't mean, you know, flat. You know, when I said flat earth, I didn't really mean flat. Like what you doing, you saying, well, they said a line and they showing you a line, but that ain't what they mean once I debunk what they said and what they showed. That ain't how a court of law works, sir. I can't do nothing, but I got to go with what a person say and they show. Unless you show and say something different, I'm going to keep whipping up on this. You can say, well, they don't mean a line. Well, they said a line and they showed a line. So I really, at this point, I think you're making stuff up and that your scientist is actually being honest, saying, hey, this is what our model is. Because I'm going to every science site and go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is this model is correct. There's nothing wrong with this.
Then deal
model.
with it, brother. Deal with it like I'm doing.
This is how it's happening. If I'm on Earth and I'm looking out into the night sky, based on, like you said, like how we moving these races around the track, in the night sky, these planets are going to be in a line. That's because I'm standing on Earth. Your eyes can only see in 2 dimensions, right? We can't look at 3-dimensional space.
Oh
We can only, when we look at a picture,
Oh,
it's in 2 dimensions.
my God.
So when I look at the sky, I'm gonna see the planets in a line. You had a different picture where you had like Mercury, Venus, and then they weren't in order.
This is
It had
crazy,
like
man.
SOU. It had like SOU at the top that you were using. Can you pull that up?
This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know if this. I don't know if this what you talking about. I'm gonna try to find what you're talking about. Okay, here you go. Here you go.
Yeah. So look, this is me standing on Earth looking at the horizon. I'm gonna look, and these planets are gonna appear exactly how it is in this picture.
And what I'm saying is, if this was a racetrack, that would mean the Earth is in lagging behind in this race. You don't get it? Because think about what I'm saying. Right.
That's true.
So what I'm saying is, if Earth is lagging behind, and all of the planets are in front of the Earth, then guess what? That is not what they're showing, right? Let me go back here. My slides. That ain't what they showing here. So can me and you agree then? And I'm gonna see if you're gonna be honest with this. Because here go the problem, right? If you go to any science website, this is the model that they're gonna show. And I'm telling the globe earthers, they shooting y'all in the foot. Maybe they because science don't like to spend money. They don't update the school books on time for everybody, especially in the hood. And maybe some of these models that we seeing on a lot of these science websites, maybe they're outdated. Maybe, because I need some honesty, because globalists are making it like a flat earther is stupid. I'm dealing with what I'm given from your higher ups. And what I'm telling you is, if I was a globe earther trying to defend this, you know what I would tell a flat earther? I would say, listen, man, ignore everything my scientists showing you, because they don't mean that, and they models are all outdated. Let me school you on it. But y'all don't do that. Y'all show up and say, look, y'all, let me finish. Y'all show up and say, you know what? This model is right. Then you go and say something differently, though, because what you're saying now is that the Earth is behind and that all the other planets is in front, but that ain't what they saying and showing. And it's okay for a globalist to say, you know what, y'all, my scientists got everything right except for one thing, Sanchez. You need to put the Earth behind those planets and push the rest of them up, and then this model will be right, instead of just act like they can't do no wrong. Like, it's okay for y'all to say, look, man, my scientists don't know everything, and they ain't got time for stuff like this. Like, they don't regularly update models. So chill out, bro. Let me help you out. Take this with a grain of salt. Let me edit this a little bit. I'll go with that. Instead of playing me like boo-boo the fool, like I'm not looking at what I'm looking at in this model. And what you saying is different than what this model doing. And I'm not going to play that game with you if y'all can't admit that. And I'm saying the way you explaining it, brother, is right. But this model is wrong. So if I was a globalist, maybe you can go make you some money. Maybe it can be your job to go around and make sure that these models stay updated. Maybe that's your calling.
What's your question? And I want to ask you one more question.
Okay. You answered my question already, sir. You did a good job. Let me clap it up for you. My question. Let me give you your flowers. My question was, how are we able to see all of these planets on a globe Earth model? And you the first globalist to get the joint right. Now, I don't got to agree with your answer, but yeah, in order for this to work on a globe model, you would have to break the alignment and push some planets up and make the Earth fall behind. And this brother got it right. Everyone else was scared to say that.
Correct. I appreciate that. But I want to ask you one more question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you go back to that model of the horizon? And
yeah, I got you. SOU, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If I'm standing on Earth and I go out on February 28th and I look into the sky and the planets are like how it is right here,
Yeah.
can we both agree that this is an alignment?
I've been here's the thing about that question. What makes me kind of angry with that question? I'm so true to the fact that this is an alignment. I'm the one put this picture up of these racers in a line. I'm trying to get globe earthers to admit that is an alignment. But you know what globe earthers keep telling me? Well, it don't mean really alignment. When they say alignment, it's not really aligned. Y'all going back and forth because right now you asking me a question. You saying, can we both admit it's an alignment? Well, obviously we can't because I've been admitting it's an alignment the whole show, and globalists going back and forth on whether it's alignment or not because they keep staggering stuff, moving stuff to make their point. And I'm saying I can make it work on a flat earth without moving nothing, with it being a straight line. I don't got to edit nothing. It's called an alignment, and I can have all of them in a straight line on my model, and I don't got to break the line like y'all doing. So it's funny that you asked me that question, bro. Like, I should be asking you that question. That's crazy, man.
Well, I don't want to back up because we both made it. You know, we both covered some ground, and I appreciate you on the platform. But yes, what I'm saying is you got to move the little races around the track in order for it to appear that it's in a line.
Now, hold on. Let me ask you a question since I just answered your question. Can we agree that if I tell a student, right, if I got two students in front of me and I tell them, hey, Bobby, make a line with you students, but got two groups of students. Group A, make an alignment. And they're going to get rewarded based on who got the prettiest, neatest, aligned, precise line. So they got to line up good. Now, when they come to me, I'm going to say, look, teacher, you asked for an alignment and that's what you got. When they come to you, even though you just asked me, do we both agree that it is an alignment? When you make your argument, it's obviously obvious that you don't agree with that. In order for you to make it make sense on your model, sir, you got to keep breaking this perfect alignment. And it's a reason we call it an alignment. It's a reason you want me to agree with you that alignment means aligned. When you go get your tires rotated and they aligning your, I forgot the word for that, mechanics, drop it in the chat room when you get that alignment thing. Now listen, you want it aligned. I'm just saying now, brother, if we say the fact that you asked me that question, but you won't stand on it, and I'm standing on it, is what's making me like, this is crazy, bro. Because
no,
yes,
yeah,
like you asked me a question, can we both agree that alignment is a line? And I'm like, yeah, but you ain't agreeing though. You keep breaking the line,
kids, right? You got the kids, right? You saying with your example, you got your kids in a straight line. My example, I got my kids scattered, right?
And the teacher wanted an alignment, yeah. So, because the question, because
my answer to that,
I ain't asked a question. Right. What I was trying to show you was this right here. You said we both agreeing that alignment is aligned, and I'm saying the problem is we both ain't defining the word alignment the same way, so we can't really we agreeing on it, but we ain't agreeing on the same thing. That's why I said if you got two groups of students, the students with the straightest line gonna win the reward. Because your idea, the students over there that's saying, well, teacher, you asked us to be in a line, but we was in kind of a line, then you get a C or a D. We get an A because we was straight. So alignment means alignment, yeah.
I'm standing on what I said, right? What is really the answer is it depends where the teacher is standing.
It don't depend where no. It doesn't depend on where the teacher is at. It depends on where you at. You're part of the alignment. You're Earth. Or if
what I'm saying is, if I'm a teacher, I can't tell that the students might not be in a line if I'm standing at a certain place. it's gonna look like they're in alignment.
But that's what I'm telling you. You don't have to go that deep into the scenario, brother. You looking too deep into it. The point that you want to take from the scenario is if both of us agreeing on that align means align, but you keep staggering your line, I'm telling you, both of us can't be right then, because if both of us saying aligned is aligned, I got two groups of students. One group of student all staggered. Like, you don't have to get into the teacher body and do all that. Like, that's silly, bro. You missing the point. Is going over your head. The point is both of us agreeing that a line is a line, but you ain't holding true to the agreement.
Nah, I'm just saying it's about perspective, and that matters.
It's not. Listen what I'm telling you.
Because it's light. It's light.
Listen what I'm telling you.
It reflects.
Bro, listen for a minute. You missing the whole point. It ain't got.
I got your point.
Listen, no, you don't, brother. Listen, let me bro. Can you stop? Can you stop a second? Let me explain it. Let me explain it. You missing the point. I want to know something right now, because you just got this right, brother. Now you reneging on it. That's what I don't get. You just said, and if we was on a globe Earth, in order for us to see all of these planets, they would have to get ahead of me in the race. Now you said you standing on that. I'm telling you, if you're saying Earth is not a part of this alignment, right? You still tracking with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you said all of the, what part don't you understand? I want to take it slow.
Let me clear that up. When you say Earth is not a part of it,
right?
It is a part of it.
Now I want everybody in the chat. Now hold up. I want everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat room to answer this question. I know I ain't tripping. Didn't this brother just tell me I can rewind the video? This brother just said, Sanchez, Earth ain't a part of this alignment. That's where them globalists going wrong. I know I ain't tripping. Who on the panel?
Exactly what he said.
Nah, I didn't say that.
Now I think you trolling. I think he trolling. I think this brother trolling now, brother. Brother, I swear, bro, that's what you've been debating for the past. What you wasted? What have we been doing? That's what you said. He just said it, y'all.
Let me just reiterate. The model that you were using, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, I said that is correct. I never deviated from that.
Man.
I said the order of the planets is correct, but I said the racers are in different positions. That's what I've been saying this entire time.
Oh my God, brother, you're trying to make this hard. You agreed earlier that Earth is not a part of the alignment, and them was the words out of your mouth too. Because I know what words I use, bro.
The model's correct.
Bro, I know.
I said the model's correct.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, when people watch this video, get in the comment section, when y'all play this back, and let me know who's right, me or this brother, because the words that he used out of his mouth, what he agreed upon was Earth was not a part of the alignment. Now he trying to reword it in another way right now.
I'm not trying to play you, bro. I'm really just
brother, guess what we're gonna do real quick, brother? How about we just get another globalist real quick, because we gotta see if there's anybody else want to give it a shot, my brother. We gave you enough time, yeah.
And I appreciate
thank you for your, I appreciate your time. We'll try again next time. Every globalist is trying to, like, it's crazy how they would throw up chaos. Like, how about we just get these people want confusion and all that. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? I gotta get out of here in 30 minutes. But if y'all want me to do more shows like this, support the show, hit the like, share button, hit the Cash App, support the show. I appreciate you all.
Fatality.
And do I have a globalist that's ready to answer my question at this time? The next globalist.
I don't know if it's another globalist on the panel.
He got his hands up.
Okay. To the globe earther that's on the call right now, tell the people your name.
What, is somebody else other than me? I don't know.
Let him talk.
Yeah,
Oh, dude was wrong, man. Like how you
Hey, hold on. Wait. No. If I already gave you a time to speak, then you gotta let the new people go right now. Thank you. So let me just make sure my brother Retton ain't trolling. Retton, did you become a globe earther? Are you part of that?
What it do, Earl?
Hey, hold on. Wait. What's good? What's good to the people joining? Retton was first. Let me go ahead and let him get the floor out of respect.
No, I'm saying it's somebody with their hand raised saying they're a globe earther, but they're not paying attention. His name is Barday or something like that.
Yeah, I knew. Because I knew you would have just been trolling, bro. But salutes to you, man. Bear Day can unmute right now. Unmute your mic, Bear Day. Come on. Unmute your mic. You globalists know how to work the Zoom? Yeah, there you go. Mic check. So do you understand my question, or do I need to go over it again? It's okay if you need me to go over it again.
I'm doing it in two parts. You can re-say your question again, but are you trying to say how are you seeing the planets in alignment from here, or from Earth from here, or anything like that? Or can you restate your question? Just say if I got it wrong.
Okay, and salutes to you, man. I already think, man, you gonna have a respectful bill. I can feel good vibes. I'm gonna see if I'm
been
right.
On here plenty of times.
Now check this out, my brother Bear Day. First thing I gotta ask globalists is, do they agree with what a planetary alignment looks like from a solar system perspective, based on what their model shows? Because this is what I'm getting, and I got other ones, we can go to, or whatever. However, if y'all got one, you can pull it up. Nobody can say Sanchez ain't fair, because I'm giving everybody the chance to pull up their own model like I did the other brother, and I debunked that one too. He gave me this one, and it still don't make sense, because the 5-to-2 ratio, remember that. That's why I told the brother he ain't the teacher. He's one of the students in the line. Like, come on, bro. And what the globalists are doing, they're acting like I'm stupid for making the globe Earth part of this alignment, but these are not my models. They try to make you fall with their model. Like, I'm now, how, like, come on, bro. This is what your own, unless you, and let me show y'all something. None of these globalists will take me on my offer. I told all of them, I said, look, if you don't like the models that I'm showing you, pull up the model you talking about. Now, one brother put up something different, and I debunked that too. So I'm fair. And you know why they not gonna pull up anything other than what I'm showing? Because I already looked through all their models. And I already saw this flaw in all of them. And I looked at all the many combinations that you can rearrange these planets, and the craziest rearrangements, guess what? It's gonna be breaking the alignment. They keep forgetting that. What they keep forgetting, y'all, is that on the 28th, I'm gonna walk outside and see the planets like this. Now, this is a dagger for the globe. Forget the final experiment. Forget the final experiment. On the 28th, the globe Earth is done, bro. Because everybody trying to stagger these planets, but we're going to go outside and observe them in a straight line. And guess what they're going to have to tell y'all? Oh, it's perspective. Everything about them is, I can't trust exactly what I'm seeing. The Hindu knew what they was talking about, and they conceived the universe exactly how we experience it. And guess what? It's easier to explain that way. Look at all the trouble that the globe earthers going through. And instead of saying they wrong, they'll just spend a lot of money to silence us. That's what's been happening. And I'm going to be debunking the globe one observation at a time, just like the one I'm doing here. And this ain't even no debate. This is a question that y'all can't answer. Facts.
Fatality.
Now, who's up next? Who ready to get their head sliced off next? Come on.
So you going to reiterate your question?
Yeah, my question is, first of all, so that we won't get no games played, do you agree with the science website that I got this model from, that during a planet, Who ready to get their head sliced off next? Okay, so do me a favor.
Yeah.
King David, turn your YouTube video off because we getting feedback and echo. Now that you're part of the show, you gotta turn the show off that you watching because the show audio is coming through your mic and it's doubling up. So now that you on the call, mute the show that you watching. And yeah, we'll go to you, King David, right after this, brother, because I got like 30 minutes and I'll give y'all the last 15 each. And then I'll have to do another show because I'm pressing for time. To the brother who I'm talking to, let's go ahead and get through with this. So, do you agree with this model?
I can't hear the.
Okay, now the echo is gone. Good job, King David. We got the echo gone. All right, you'll be next. Oh, there go the echo again. If he don't fix that, he can't participate. Let's go ahead, Bear Day. Y'all can't defend the globe if you can't work Zoom. I'm going to be honest, if y'all don't understand how technology work, globe earthers now, and you come on here, like, if you call into the radio station with your radio up real loud, you got a brain problem. Something wrong with you. You don't understand that when the radio DJ host pick up the phone, you can cut the radio down because now you listening to him through your phone and on the loud radio. Like that don't click. Globalists are calling to the radio and be yelling over the radio host with the radio up loud in the background. But they ready to defend the globe. That's crazy. How about we learn how to do conference calls first? You know, children can do that, and they ain't trying to be funny. I'm gonna keep frying y'all up too till you fix it. He keep unmuting his mic with the feedback. Let's put him on in the waiting room. You can't have a scientific debate until you learn how to use. No. Like, come on, guys. Who we got next? Bear Day, are you with me still?
Yep, still here.
Right. So
I'm just ready for you to reiterate your question.
I have a question. My first question is: do you agree that during a planetary alignment is when all of the planets line up? And this is how we would see it from a solar system perspective. Or do you want to tweak this model a little bit right here?
Yeah, two things. With that model, that is a very rare occurrence to happen. And about what we about to see in the planet on 28th is a different occurrence.
Explain the difference. Go ahead. You can explain the difference. I'm gonna let you keep going.
Here's this planetary system that you got up as a picture. It's a very rare occurrence, and also would never be an alignment as perfect as this picture here. I don't know. It can happen, but it's not gonna happen in our lifetime. What's gonna happen on? Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And what's gonna happen on the 28th is a different alignment. I hear some of the people that was trying to explain their views or how they was trying to say it to you. I might say it the same way. It's just how they see it. They call it alignment because it's close to a line from our perspective.
So you don't agree with what I'm showing on the screen right here?
I didn't say I didn't agree. I agree that those planets are in a line, but it would never happen in our lifetime. That right there, that picture that I'm seeing.
Well, let me ask you, will this happen then? Can it be a situation like the other globe earther said, to where Earth can fall behind and all of the other planets can be in front and we can see the alignment? Because I want to explain, right, how I'm going to go outside and see this on the 28th. And it is a rare alignment. It happens every other decade or something like that. So the rarity of it ain't what I'm concerned with. We both agree that it's rare. I'm saying, how is it possible on a globe, though?
Okay, on a globe, from that picture you showed, you had a picture up with the stars, not as straight as this one, but it shows those planets that we'll be able to see on nightfall. Those planets that we'll be able to see is just an occurrence of us calling in an alignment for the 28th. If you're talking about the 28th, they call in alignment because we'll be able to see those 6 or 7 planets. Some be 5, but from what we can see, it's gonna be probably like 5 planets.
Okay, so according to them, we're gonna see 7 planets in the sky, and I'm gonna tell you right now, brother, on the 28th, when we see them 7 planets in the sky, I'm gonna make a hit piece out of you. I'm gonna cut this part out. I'm gonna say globalists thought that we would see 5 planets.
I didn't say that.
Well,
you won't be able to see all of them because some are smaller and smaller than the other ones.
Okay.
From a perspective point.
So I'm gonna be honest with you now. Chat GPT, the news media, and the scientists is saying we're gonna see all of them. And you know what's so crazy about this conversation? This happened. Let me ask you a question, bro.
I'm listening.
What happened September 23, 2017? Tell me.
If I had to assume, like I think you brought this up, there was another probably planetary alignment, not just like all of us in a straight line, but probably seeing stars from our perspective. But you can fill me in if I'm misunderstanding what happened on 2017.
Because
my mind wasn't open at that time.
Because you acting like, in my opinion, you're acting like it's so rare, like this alignment that's happening. And you're bro, just let me speak.
I'm listening. I'm sorry.
You know, but when you say that, when you have problems with the pictures I'm showing, that's not my model. That's your model. Here's my problem. Here's my problem with globe earthers. When I show my model of the earth, right, and I make my arguments about my model, I don't have no discrepancies with my own model. I'm going to stand on this right here. And I'm going to say we see all 7 in the sky on the 28th because it's 7 wandering stars. Guess what? Let me show you. In fact, we finna read it now, what we're going to see in the sky. We don't got to guess this. Let me read it for y'all real quick. Let me show you it, and it's going to name them too. So on February 28, 2025, during the planetary alignment, the planets will appear in a specific order when viewed from Earth from left to right across the sky. Based on their positions relative to the sun, here's the order of the planets you will see. Number 1, Mercury. Number 2, Venus. Number 3, Earth, not visible in the alignment because Earth is going to be in between Venus and Mars. Look, y'all are trying to make a different model, sir. I'm on Chat GPT. This is your model. Why do y'all want to make it something different? It tells you from left to right. Let me make sure Chat GPT agrees with this model, because Chat GPT saying from left to right, and it's about to name everything I got right here. And they try to make it like a flat earther dumb, when I'm just showing you what they teaching in your school. Look at here. Your children learning this. And globalists have all the discrepancies we got, but they still go with it. Y'all notice that? One globalist said that's fake. And I'm like, bro, that's why we don't go with it. Well, you're a flat earther. And I'm like, one globalist said, well, that ain't all the way right. It ain't that perfect. So then guess what I told him? You should be correcting your scientists, because why do they got to put it that way? They don't got to make it perfect. The artists can stagger them up and do everything y'all saying, but they're doing this. Chat GPT backing this up. It's saying from left to right, you're going to see Mercury, Venus, and look what it say for number 3. Earth would be visible too if you was outside the solar system. But since you on Earth, it say Earth is not visible in the alignment because Earth is in between what? Venus and Mars. Let's make sure Chat GPT right. You see where Earth at right there? Don't y'all find it crazy that me and Chat GPT right about their model, but they always wrong about their model when you debunk it? Y'all don't find that crazy? I don't got no discrepancies in my model. I'm showing you a model and I'm standing on it the way you see the model, and y'all ain't heard me complain about my Hindu model not one time. I'm defending it with the fire. But all of the globalists that's trying to defend this lie, they keep saying, well, this ain't really accurate. This ain't really perfect. Well, they making millions of dollars a day. They can't give you an accurate fake image of the fake solar system because they can't even give you a real image of it. This is cartoons and they can't even get that right. And everything you hear from globalists is flat earthers can't even agree on their own model. Look at how many globalists I talk to today that don't agree, y'all. Every globalist telling me something different about why I'm going to see all of these things in the sky on the 28th, y'all. This how you beat them up. See, they ain't going to deal with no flat earther like me. They dealing with hit piece Negroes. They're dealing with actors. Dude, the dudes that y'all see getting their ass handed to them as flat earthers, remember, they all played Hollywood roles. They all are familiar with acting roles. And I'm not, listen, Lord Jamar my mans, but I ain't finna bite my tongue. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you saying you a flat earther and you got somebody like Professor Dave on your show and you ain't confident, man, you hit your boy up. See, that's my thing. Like, these guys know how to get in touch with me, and I cancel everything I'm doing to put my cape on and come if Lord Jamar call me. But think about this, right? Lord Jamar did a show with me. He screams flat power. Why Godfrey won't let me get a show on his channel? That's Lord Jamar's homeboy. Why they want to silence the real, but every time stuff go viral, cats fumbling the ball, dropping the ball. Like, but y'all can hit me up. And I ain't like Jaron is a whole nother story. We know he's sold out. But you know what? They're trying to make it to where people don't find Sanchez. Because they already know. Can't nobody fight y'all globalists like me, dog. I slay y'all by the hundreds with my one sword, and I don't even sharpen it in between slayings.
Fatality.
I go from one head chopped off to the another one. Dull sword. Let's go ahead, man. This is crazy.
Hey, bro, can I speak on what you just put up? Was the chat GPT right quick? Like if you pull it up when it's literally saying like this is what the scientists are saying, and globalists for some reason going around that. Like, so it's literally it's not only saying that we're going to see all those planets in the sky, but it's literally saying that Earth is in between Venus and Mars.
Now watch this. Beezy, you feel me? Chat GPT saying that Earth is part of the alignment, and they saying it ain't.
They saying it ain't, and they also, I don't like the idea that every last one of them, like you got one person saying it's scattered. Like when the planets are scattered on the track like that, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the idea that even though they all revolving and they're all on the track, at some point in time they're gonna come into an alignment. And y'all sitting up here saying it's not gonna be a line in a straight line like you think, like we dumb or something. But that's exactly what they're saying. Now, when you look at what he just put up there when it says Earth is not going to be visible, they're telling you with your own eyes, you won't see Earth. What the flat earthers are saying, you won't see Earth because you on Earth looking up at the sky.
And Earth ain't a planet, right? And Earth ain't, because think about it, BZ. They saying that Earth is one of these planets, like what we see in the sky. Flat earthers are saying Earth ain't a planet. Earth is a plane with all the planets above it going in their own orbits. And every now and then, like every other decade, these planets all catch up to each other and make a line. Now, they all on different height levels. But when they all line up, if you can see what's happening here, and if you standing on a flat earth, guess what'll happen when they line up? You'll go outside and see. This is what you will see, bro. And what I don't like, and let me say this too. The globalists kept saying, this is so rare, this rarely happens. Bro, I'm like, bro, this just happened in 2017. See, globalists don't study the stars. They don't own telescopes. They just believe what scientists say. And most of the world is like that, y'all. That's how you know we in trouble. It's scary. This just happened in 2007. Like, that's so rare. Bro, this happens every decade. Be quiet. This ain't even rare like that. Chill out.
Yeah,
you know what's rare? It's rare that global is going to study the stars. That's what's rare. These events ain't rare. Y'all just don't go outside, globalists.
Yeah, but they're not understanding
nobody in
that
this program got a
this is
telescope
a
either.
cosmic event. Like just like the picture that you had of like I always would say that the biblical prophecy of the woman clothed with the sun and the moon at her feet, that is literally talking about this cosmic event, which is this alignment. And they saying that they keep trying to say that it's something else. Like just look at what it is. What y'all not understanding is that all the problems that flat earthers have with globalists, this is one of the main things that would make globalists question, well, wait a minute, if I'm seeing this alignment in the sky, why don't I see Earth, number one? And why am I seeing this alignment if I'm supposed to be in between two of the planets in the line?
Watch this, right? September 23, 2017. This alignment took place. This one only happens every 7,000 years. This one was really rare. And basically, it's the same alignment, but it got the sun and moon in it. So imagine the sun setting on the horizon with Mercury, Mars, and Venus and the regular star on one side, and Jupiter, the moon, and all that on the other side. Now watch this. This happened in 2017, and here go the question we got to ask. See, we got to look at where Mars and Venus at, and we got to ask a question, why Earth ain't in between Mars and Venus? How come in every one of these...
explain this.
Hold on. You can't cut me off and do... Well, now I got to boot you, though, now, because that's rude, right? You can't just cut me off and explain it, sir. I'm gonna go live again. I'm gonna have to give some more... The question is this, the point is this. In all of these planetary alignments, if Earth is a planet, it's never present with the other planets. Not even in the one from 2017, Earth should be in between Mars and Venus, and that's what ChatGPT is letting us know, right? And it's never present, because if you go with what the Hindu's saying, it makes sense. But if we go with what y'all saying, it ain't made sense yet. So what I'm going to do, guys, is this. I got to shut this show down. But I will, I can't make prompt. I tell you what, we both got to meet each other halfway. You hit the Cash App, right? Support the show by way of Cash App or whatever. And maybe I can come back, if we get a certain number or whatever, make it worthwhile, because I really got stuff to do. So you guys, I ain't gonna say, you got to meet me halfway on it, because this gonna really occupy my whole day. And I got a lot of people in the waiting room. So I can keep this Zoom call open and just restart the show and let these guys keep debating. But then when we come back, we just do another show and we'll bring y'all into it. But that's up to y'all by hitting the Cash App. But right now I gotta go. So to the brother that's saying he want to debate, to everybody on the call right now that wants to debate, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna end the stream, but y'all can keep debating, because the program gonna record y'all and I'm gonna upload everything that I missed when I was gone. So y'all can keep debating. I keep the call going and I'll bring in everybody in the waiting room. But y'all got to now have order among yourself, because I'm about to step out. So
I appreciate that.
So I'm gonna end the stream, but I'm gonna record y'all while I'm gone, and we'll see what y'all was doing. The people just support the show. Peace, we out. I'll be back in a minute, y'all.